the Japanese culture, or how you deal with things here in Japan, many things are done actually with both hands. So for example, when you are a businessman, you don't hand in the business card to your partner like that. Probably I wouldn't like to do business with a person who just the one hand in the pocket and hi, my name is Nick or Takuya or something. Yeah? You do it like and then he or she takes it and then reads it and then gives her own or his own, right? So how you treat a person or how you treat a thing, well, a different thing is that when you do it with one hand, and a different thing is when you do it with both hands. So exactly in Zen, in our practice, the basis is two hands. So in Zen, what do you mean, you can ask? So first of all, for example, when you greet a person, you don't greet with shaking hands with him or her, but you greet with a gassho, right? Both hands together, right? You don't bow to your wife, of course, but within, I'm talking about Buddhist environment or Zen Buddhist environment. So first of all, you have two hands, you have greeting. Then second, I will go into details later. Second one, as I will explain in a moment, we have this form of two hands when you meditate. You don't sit like that, yes, or you don't sit like that. You have also two hands. I will explain later. And then third set of two hands or both hands, as I said, is when you walk. You don't walk with your hands in your pockets or you like that, or I don't know, like in Japanese you say bura bura, like swaying your hands to the left or right, but you have your hands or keep your hands like this, yes. So these three, like 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, always are with you in your practice. So whether I often recommend people when you stand at the bus stop, for example, or when you are on the train, instead of being busy with your smartphone and news, etc., well, you can always come back to this posture or to this posture when you sit. Even if you're kind of shy and you say, oh, maybe if I sit like that, people would look like, oh, he's kind of weird or something. So you can sit like that, yes, but still you have these two hands. So it brings you back to this moment, right? And then, as I said, when you greet someone, even if you are not a priest, even if you are not a monk, sometimes when you go to a restaurant, you have also people, like there's this common stereotype, which is actually true, but it's not a stereotype. When foreigners come, when they see Japanese, oh, it's like, it's true, right? And when you, especially when you meet elderly people, so they, like last time I went to traveling with my parents because they are here, and we went to Nikko. Yeah, so I took them, and then I was wearing like a T-shirt, so they didn't know that I'm a priest or something. But still, we went to the place where the person was a sculptor. He was sculpturing. He was engraving some like masks, old traditional mask or some picture or something. And then his wife came. Maybe she was like 80 or something. And I was really kind of surprised because when she saw us, she was like, ah, konnichiwa. And I said, why did she do it? Usually she would say like that, but she really folded her hands. So I said, I said like, so these both hands are all the time here, yes? And at the same time, for example, when you have tea and you pick something up from the floor, you always, for example, when you go to a temple, you don't take your zafu and you cushion like that, but you always have to do it like that. Yeah. So this is the first element that please remember: always both hands. Yes? Always both hands during your zazen, during your walking, during your greeting, and also how you take care of things. So this taking care is really important. I would often say that our practice of Zen is taking care of yourself, actually, and all the people or things around you. So it's really important, both hands. Also, when you eat, when you have the bowls, yes, the set of bowls, probably you did it, I don't know. You did, oryoki, the set of bowls and with chopsticks. I did it, yeah. So even if you have chopsticks, so you don't eat like that when you have a table, you don't eat like that, but you take a bowl with one hand and the right or left hand you eat with your chopsticks. So again, both hands are there all the time with both hands. It's really actually important. Usually we don't realize it, but when you do it, it's indeed, yes, it's all about both hands. Yes, you take care of things, you take care of people. So this is the first element. The second element, it's upright posture. Upright posture, or you could say the upright spine. naturally upright spine, which is obvious when you sit in Zazen, but not only in Zazen. For example, when you, again, something is on the floor and you want to pick it up from the floor. So usually we do it, you do it like that. But when you remember about this upright posture, you never bend. So how you do it? You take care, for example, of the book that was on the floor, and you give it to someone, yes, with both hands. Or you have something to put on the floor. So again, you don't put it like that, but you have something, so you put it here. Yes? So you always keep the straight spine. And again, when you're on the train and you see this wonderful, what do you call it, back of the seat, yes, and then you run to the train, and then you have your smartphone, and you see, no. So then instead of sitting like as if you were leaning on the sofa, you try to sit on the edge. So you remember there's always this straight spine, yes? Upright posture, it's Ritsuryo in Japanese it's called. Yeah? So this is the second element. When you maintain this posture, upright posture in your life, so in your daily life, so again, your daily life is more like it becoming like upright. And it's only about your body. You don't have to like intellectually, understand. It's only about the simple thing that is here in your hips area. So this is the second thing. And then the third one, which is all truly visible in your Zazen practice as we will do it now, is silence. As we often say that the Zazen is enjoying the silence. And this is really something difficult. Because when you sit for, as we will do like for 20 or 30 minutes, you have all these voices, come on, I'm tired, maybe I'm hungry, or what this guy is talking to me, come on, or I'm wasting my time, I should go home, or it's so hot, or so all the time, and there's, you feel like someone is pushing you. But then the thing is, to how much you can actually enjoy to fill this space, which is silent actually, with your breath. So you just breathe in and you breathe out. You breathe in and you breathe out. So as some teachers say, it's about enjoying breathing. So the question is, can you enjoy breathing? No, we don't, because we are so preoccupied with millions of other things, right? Wait, am I breathing? Come on. But here's nothing, only you and your strange thoughts, yes, and pain in your legs. But miraculously, there's so much space, and you just fill it with breath, in breath and out breath. And then once again, when you get out from your cushion and you go back to your wife, or you go back to your university, or you get back to your daily responsibilities, so you no longer react from your reactive mind, but you learn to respond from this silent mind. Silent mind, it doesn't mean that you don't, what would you like to eat? You'll ask your wife, I brought this. It's not about that. But there is the second, or the inner sort of, what do you call it, like realm or world. We could say that from there the words come out. So these are the three elements. So the Zen, we could say, is the world of silence, or peace and silence. The second one is of upright posture, uprightness, yes. And the third one is of taking care of things with both of your hands, as if you were taking care of your baby or the person who you love, right? So these are the things that really help us to see where we are as far as the daily practice of what we call Zen or Buddhism in general. Okay, so I really would like to, at least in my case, it helps me a lot. So sometimes it's like vague, but when you remember about these three elements, it's really kind of brings you back to where you are. It's really important. So both hands, silence, and upright posture. All right. But we are going to go with this practical part of the Zazen. Yes. So this is called zafu, or just cushion. Okay. And I will show you now how to sit. So we will spend some time enjoying breathing together. Okay. So maybe first stand up. There is also a simple procedure or etiquette in this tradition how you do it before we just sit. So you just don't run and just sit and then you meditate, but there are things that you take care of before we do it and after we do it. Okay, so first of all, as I said, the first one is greeting. So first we greet our cushion and then we greet one another. Yes? So how you greet your cushion? Again, you greet your cushion with two hands, and as you bow, remember about the back. So you don't bow like that, but you remember about this upright posture here. So you try to bow, so you don't bend your back. Okay? So you try as much as you can like that, not too deep. So you have two hands together, and you bow to the cushion. Then you turn clockwise, and you bow to one another. Yes. Okay, and then you can sit. Right? And then it all starts now. Okay. So, first of all, the most important. There are two dimensions when you sit in Zazen. First of all, there is the horizontal dimension, and second one is vertical. Yes? So we are like the combination of this horizontal plane and vertical plane. So horizontal plane is based on, we have the floor, so we have this groundness. So our knees have to be on the floor. Yes? If you're wearing pants which are too tight, for example, so you will not be able to do it because physically it's not possible. Probably okay, right? Mm-hmm. But you could say, what is the clue here? The clue is that you try to sit as much on the verge of the cushion as possible. So we don't sit on the center part of the cushions, because otherwise your knees go up. Yes, and you have this smartphone position. Yes, but when we slide down, so when you slide down, your knees open, and then you can sit naturally. Again, this upright element is here. You see, you don't even have to like force yourself to sit straight, because naturally I believe you can sit in a straight position. Yes, and try to spend a few seconds here and find this feeling tone, how you feel in this position. Yes, your knees are on the floor, and the cushion supports your back. Yes, it's all because of the cushion that you can sit. Without the cushion you slump, but with the cushion you can maintain this dignified and upright position, yes, posture. All right? And then we go up. So this is the easiest, I would say, position. Traditionally, it was not taught in Japan. So many monks, for example, when I meet them, they don't know that you can sit like that actually. In the West, it's called like Burmese position. So as you can see, he's sitting in different way. See? Mm-hmm. But you're sitting in the same way as me. So many Japanese don't know that you can sit like that. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So in a monastery, they don't tell you. So, but this is the simplest one, and you don't have to sort of bend your knees or something. You can have a very comfortable position, again with your chest open, which is really comfortable and a good quality of your practice. So if you can stay here, you can stay here, right? If you, as Takuya-san, if you can go a little bit further, so you can choose, for example, quarter lotus, which is that you put your leg on the, what do you call it, the chin here, right? This is called quarter lotus, yes? If you go a little bit further, you can sit in a half lotus. Half lotus is you go up and then you put your leg on the thigh, yes? Mm-hmm. This is a half lotus position. And again, you maintain the same upright posture, yes? If you can, if you're flexible enough to go into full lotus position, so you can go to full lotus position. Whatever position you take, please choose the one that you feel most comfortable, yes? Whether you're sitting in half of quarter, whether you're sitting in a Burmese position, whether you're sitting in a full lotus position, doesn't matter so much. The same idea, or the most important thing is that you have both of your knees on the floor, and you have your butt on the very edge of the cushion. Yes? Okay? This is the basic one, right? So you feel this groundedness. We are not going to levitate, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But this is the groundness element here, the horizontal plane. Yes? And then we go up. So how do we go up? First of all, you make sure that your chest is open. So you feel there's no tension in your breathing and in your stomach area. You breathe in and you breathe out. There's no obstacles here. Make sure that you breathe in and breathe out. And then you put, first of all, you put your right hand on the lap, on your lap, and then you have your left hand on top of your right hand, and you touch two of your thumbs delicately. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh. And don't try to sort of like sit tight, but make sure that it's called like as if you were sitting like a vulture with two wings here. So you have some space under your armpits. Yes, not like that, but still you feel comfortable enough. And you can imagine that you are holding or you are taking care, again, this keyword in our practice, you take care of all the earth. You have the globe here and you take care of all the beings. Yes. And then imagine that you are going up and someone is pulling you up to heaven, but not pulling you by the tip of your nose, but pulling you by the crown of your head, so that you don't go up like that, but you more or less, yes, you go up so that your neck and the rear part of your body is straight, naturally straight, and you go up. And you go up in your mind, yes. You stretch and you go up, you go up. There's no limit of you going up. But at the same time, you are on the ground. So this ground, you feel grounded, you feel safe. But at the same time, unlimited. So this limitation and unlimitedness is that the both at one time are here. And you breathe naturally. And you don't close your eyes. You don't care about your eyes, just let them drop. Let them see what they see. Don't look at anything in particular, but just have you ever been to Kyoto? Nick, you've been to Kyoto and you saw some Buddhist sculptures? Probably you saw, yeah. So probably you noticed that when you look at the Buddha, at least those Kamakura or Asuka or Heian period, so the most beautiful, not the modern ones, but so they, what do you call it, the iris of their the iris. So if you stand here, if you stand here, if you stand there, they always look at you. So they never sort of are concentrated in one point so that you can hide and you can stand here and they always look at you. They look at everywhere, but at the same time they don't look anywhere. So this is the eyes of Zazen. This is the representation of eyes of Zazen. So in the same way, your eyes should be like that. So you see everything, but you don't look at anything. Well, at least in words it sounds like that. So your eyes are completely open to what comes, yes? And your ear is the same. You hear everything, but you don't listen to anything. And the same with your feeling of smell. You don't smell, but you, at the same time, you are aware of all the fragrance. And the same happens with your mind. You don't think about any particular thing. You don't have to contemplate anything. But it doesn't mean you block your thoughts. Thoughts are coming and going. And again, you open all your consciousness. So Zazen is like opening rather than closing and going deeper to some inner world or whatever you call it. You go outside. you can be aware of the breath that comes in and goes out. Maybe first time in your life. And as I just mentioned, these three elements, so the silence element here comes in, and try to, when we sit now for a couple of minutes, see how you feel with actually nothing at all. I mean, no toys, yes, you just have breath. Can you enjoy it? And you breathe silently through your nose. then put your hands on your knees, palms up, and make a few movements to left and right. Make sure you still have your legs. And if you're ready, you can unfold your legs, straighten them. You can sit for a while. Make sure that you feel them. Alright? And when you're ready, we will stand up. So when you stand up, fix your cushion. Give it some massage. And as we did in the very first place, fold your hands together and give a greeting to the cushion. And then turn clockwise. And then give one more greeting to your partner. And then we are going to spend a few minutes in walking. It's called kinkin in Japanese. It's not the break of the practice, but continuation. But still, it's a relief to our legs, and it's of different quality. You have the Zazen mindset in walking, in movement. So I will show you how to do it. As you remember, when we were greeting with our hands together like that. When we were sitting, we had our hands like that, and now we are going to walk. So you have this left hand, and you close your thumb, and you cover it with your left hand, and you put it somewhere here around the solar plexus. Yes, and then you cover it with your right hand. And more or less, make sure that your forearms are vertical, so that you don't go like that or don't go like that. But as in Zazen, we are sitting like that, so you just change it to this place. Yes. So we will move in this position, and we move on the out breath. Okay. So you take breath with your nose. And then when you move on the out breath, you always move half a step. So these are my feet. So you take an in breath, and then you move with your feet, with your right foot on the out breath. Yeah? And then again, you take an in breath, and then on the out breath with your left step foot. And then in breath on the out breath with your right foot. So you always move forward on the out breath. Okay? Well, if you didn't do it before, it's kind of mechanical, but it's not difficult. So you just synchronize your breathing with movement. You don't have to think about it. And then with your eyes, so you don't look around, you don't check your emails or something, but you have the same eyes as I was explaining in Zazen. So you move as if you were not moving at all. So very delicately, very slowly, enjoying this walking or this moving part. And we will move in a square-like manner. So Nick, you will turn left and you will go there, and behind the camera you will turn right and you go back here. Okay. When I give you a sign, you make a bow and you continue walking at normal speed, and you go back to your cushion. Okay. And that goes on. You go like this. Okay. So let's try, please. You turn left. Yes. And you proceed. then make a bow and continue and go back to your cushion at normal speed. You can walk. And then we will have one more period. So when you reach your cushion, again as you did before, you bow, you greet your cushion, then you turn clockwise. You bow to your friend, and then we are going to sit facing the wall. So when you sit on the cushion, turn around with your cushion so that you would face the wall, okay? With the stride. Yeah, so just sit down and then turn around so that you could maybe close the door. fold your hands together as we did before and make a bow. And put your hands on your knees, and before we stand up, left and right. And when you are ready, you can unfold your legs and turn around so that you can face one another. All right? Yes? So, this is it for today. Do you have any questions? Everything's good? Okay. Nick, okay.
I had a question, but I forgot.
You have maybe it's good. All right. Maybe you unconsciously found the solution within where you're sitting. Good. So this is how we do it. If you, I don't remember the next date, but if you have time to sit and enjoy silence together, please, you feel welcome to join it in September. And yes, thank you, and also thank you all those who are watching on online, and see you in September. All right, and then as we always do at the end, so when you unfold your legs, when you stand up, so fix your cushion once again. Leave it as if nobody ever sat on that. And when you stand up, one more last one. You have final greeting with your hands folded